Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Gray Man Prepping. It is time for Survival Saturday, and tonight's topic is a question. Are you smarter than a Boy Scout? Are really smart. How's everybody doing out there? All right, let me get the comments up here so I can catch up over here in live time. All right, so the first one in was Rebel Canners, Tammy, and Lee at Cold War Prepper, and he is an Eagle Scout. Walt Rogers is here, Phelan Clan Wolf, and Phelan is an Eagle Scout, a Varsity Scout Denali Award winner, and a Venture Scout Silver Award and Summit winner. He has the top of everything. Suzanne Gallet is here, and Mother Earth Garden Club is here. Brenda at Duncan 1900 Homestead is here. Jay is in the house. Everybody's chit-chatting back and forth. And Checkoff is here. And Tammy was a cadet in the Girl Scouts. All right, so couple things first. All right, so yes, I'm wearing my Scoutmaster uniform. So I got all the cool things on it. I got my wood badge neckerchief. I got my my lanyard here with the extra beads on it for the being NYLT staff. I got my Eagle Dad pin, Father and Eagle. Got my VFW pin. Got my Duty to God and my We Below Arrow of Light on it. From when I went through the wood badge, I was an antelope. One of the patrols. See, I got my if I can get this right. There we go. Got my wood badge thing here, ham radio thing there, and my all my stuff down here. NYLT staff down here, and everything else here. And NYLT staff, and I was staff for each beat is a course. So I was a staff for was a course assistant course director for 6 courses. How can you fit into a Boy Scout outfit? Easy. Put it on and be worthy. Do adults wear the pocket flap? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Oh, pocket flap. You're talking about some put something sewn on the patch. Some do if they're the order of the arrow, they do that. All right. How can you walk? I was like, how can you walk all the way? It's not that heavy. Okay. So behind me up here, we got several things. This is the sorry. This is the Venture uniform, and this was mine as the Venture crew advisor. And I also had the applet color on it for being council staff as well on there. And Mark's lurking on his way, lurking from my way to the truck. Okay. Hey, Cold War Prepper, how's it going? Cold War Prepper, sorry, yeah, Cold War Prepper. I saw hi Prepper 101 saying hi to Cold War Prepper. Okay, so let me go ahead and slide this off of there. Hang that up over here. There we go. So these are the patches. And so everything from Scout on up to Eagle. No, we're not playing a game per se, but we're just going to give you a lot of information here. So speaking of that, let's go ahead and just get on with the information here. Boom. Okay, so are you smarter than a Boy Scout? And this was Troop 1351 up at Camp Chawanakee up above Fresno in California. And if you can't tell, that's my ugly mug above the word R. All right, so to become an Eagle Scout, you got to earn all the badges going through it. And to earn each badge, you have to earn certain, let me switch this here for a bit. You have to earn earn each of these badges here, rank badges. You have to complete certain tests, learn certain things, show that you learned them and know them. And then you got Scout, Tenderfoot, second class, first class. Then you have Star, Life, and Eagle. So there are 7 ranks now. I know when some of us went there, they didn't count Scout as a rank, but the Scout now is the first rank in. There's added some stuff, and it kind of bumped things around, moved things around over time, so you learned a little bit more. So the Scouts can start earning stuff quicker. They did Scout rank. All right. Generally, Scouts do not work on in a lot of troops, don't work on merit badges until they've knocked off the prerequisite ranks of Scout, Tenderfoot, second class, and first class. We started them on rank the first year they went to Scout camp, which was usually the first summer they were in the troop. And so let's go and we'll talk about which ones are. Our sponsoring organization was the VFW Post 1351, hence the troop number 1351. Oh, I also got my official trained patch on there too. And so the committee chair, the scoutmaster, me, the assistant scoutmaster, the chartering organization rep all agreed that Scouts need to start on merit badges right out of the gate. And so that's what we did. All right, so let's go back. Let's make this a little bigger. So these are they've added a new one, Citizenship and Society. They added that new. And these are required merit badges. Not all of them. You have to have 14 of these, any 14 of them, to be able to get Eagle Scout, plus an additional 7 others. And so you got camping, obviously, Scouts camping. Actually, let me go ahead and drop any of the Scouts want to come up here. Drop that in there and pin it as soon as it pops up over here. Okay, so camping, Citizenship and Society is new. Citizenship in the community, nation, world, communications, cooking, cycling, emergency preparedness, environmental science, family life, first aid, hiking, life saving, personal fitness, personal management, sustainability, and swimming. Those are the ones that if you don't have 14 of these, you cannot become an Eagle Scout. And like personal fitness, personal management, family life takes at least 30 days or longer to get, because you have to chart things and work put out a lot of stuff. You can't just like go to Scout camp and get one like you can with some of the others. All right, so these are the basics. These will be repeated in the alphabetical list as we go along here, but they're now 18 Eagle required merit badges. There are a lot of merit badges, folks. Unfortunately, they've also taken some out, which I don't agree with, but they've taken them out, and I'll mention those as we go. American business, American cultures, American heritage, American labor, animal science, animation, archaeology, archery, yes, architecture, art, astronomy, athletics, automotive maintenance, used to be automotive mechanic, they changed the name, aviation, backpacking, basket, can't even pronounce it, basketry, bird study and bugling, camping, canoeing, chemistry, chess, all the citizenship ones, climbing, coin collecting, collections, communications, composite material, cooking, crime prevention, cycling, dentistry, digital technology, disability awareness. That one came out a couple of years ago. Dog care, drafting, electricity, electronics, emergency preparedness, energy, engineering, and the interpretership, environmental science, exploration. Hey, Howie, how's it going? Moon over Miami, Devil Dog Prepper, family life, farm mechanics, fingerprinting, fire safety, first aid, fish and wildlife management, fishing, fly fishing, forestry, game design, gardening, genealogy, golf, graphic arts, healthcare professionals is a new one. It's replacing it's a new name for replacing medicine, and it's been expanded. Hiking, home repairs, horsemanship, Indian lore, insect study, inventing, journalism, kayaking, landscape architecture, law, leatherworking, life-saving, mammal study, metalwork, mining and society. They changed that name a little bit a couple of years ago. Model design and building, motorboating, movie making, music, nature, nuclear science used to be atomic energy. Oceanographic, orienteering, painting, personal fitness, personal management, pets, photography, pioneering, plant science, plumbing, pottery, programming, public health, public speaking, which is different than communications, similar but different, pulp and paper, radio. Basically, that's ham radio is one of the big parts of it. But he also talks about regular AM/FM radio as well, a little bit about it. But most of the kids go with the ham radio stuff. So railroading, reading, reptile and amphibian study, rifle shooting, robotics, rowing, safety, salesmanship, scholarship, scouting, heritage, scuba diving, sculpture, search and rescue, shotgun shooting, sign signals and codes, in other words, cryptography, skating, small boat sailing, snow sports, soil and water conservation, space exploration, sports, stamp collecting, surveying, sustainability, swimming, textile, theater, traffic safety, truck transportation, veterinary medicine, water sports, weather, welding, whitewater, wilderness survival, wood carving, and woodwork. Those are the merit badges. They took out tailoring. They took out sewing. There were a couple other ones that, those aren't manly. We're going to take those out. Idiots. So, yeah. So basically, to become an Eagle Scout, a scout needs to do a whole bunch of stuff and then do 14 of the original ones plus 7 out of any of these other ones. Okay. So they're going to do 14 of the Eagle required merit badges and then 7 others. Hey, Ace Man, how's it going? So there's a lot of information here. One of the things we did in our troop and a couple of other troops in the council started copying us immediately once they found out that the success we're having with getting our scouts to Eagle Scout was the first merit badge they learned as a tenderfoot. Generally as a tenderfoot or a second class scout, depending how much time from when they joined the troop till the time we went to scout camp, was first aid. Reason being we hammered on first aid is because everybody needs to know first aid. And Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I just got this thing. Okay. Yeah, like Ace Man says, sewing is valuable. Yeah, and that's why we made our scout parents not to sew on the patches on it. You know, the over here, the things here, and what would have been the rank patch there. We told them not to sew it on, and we actually taught the parents how to sew it on so they could teach their scouts how to sew it on, and we made the scouts sew all their patches on. I almost forgot the one in the middle here. That's the Duty to God Award, and so uh, we made him earn the first aid merit badge first because the first aid merit badge is a required element. How many is it? 8 other merit badges. It's a required element for. On the list right here, life saving. To get life saving, you have to have first aid first. All right. So, and then let's just see emergency preparedness. You had to have first aid first. Wilderness survival, you had to have first aid first. I just can't remember all off the top of my head right now. Chief Scout in Canada. In the United States, the head of the Boy Scouts of America is called the Chief Scout. Is either Morse or semaphore required? No, it's not. But you need to know about them and be able to talk about them and explain about them in the one merit badge I mentioned about that. Also talks about cryptography. So, yeah. CPR is you have to no, you don't get certified for CPR for first aid, but the next level up is called wilderness first aid. That one you get first. You get CPR for the wilderness first aid, because that is that's when people when they go on like 50-mile hikes and cross country stuff, do the cavalcade. Everybody going on cavalcade, youth and adults, have to have wilderness first aid. So those guys do have the CPR. All scoutmasters are they haven't made a requirement. At least they hadn't by the time I moved up here, retired, moved up here. They were thinking about making it a requirement for all scoutmasters to have wilderness first aid, so they'd have the CPR as well. And the wilderness first aid class is a 16-hour class. Yeah. Hey, Aiden here. How's it going? All right. So for first merit badges we made our troop learn was first aid. And if we didn't get it to have them earn it before they went to scout camp, they took it at scout camp, was emergency preparedness and wilderness first aid. Wilderness survival. If they had earned the first aid, emergency preparedness, or wilderness survival before they went to scout camp, then they took pioneering and then rifle. And then they can go off and take whatever they want. But we also hammered on them, hey, these 18 here, you need to get 14 of them to earn your Eagle. All right, so there's a lot of information in here. I mean, cooking, camping. It sounds like something a prepper might want to be able to do. Emergency preparedness, first aid, life-saving, swimming, personal fitness. as a prepper, you might want to be personal management, learning how to handle your money and stuff. So there's a lot of prepping merit badges here, especially in the Eagle required ones. Hiking. I just realized something. I didn't see it when I went through here. Let me go back. Did they take it out? No, climbing is there. Okay, climbing's a good one. You also learn on climbing, you learn how to rappel. Canoeing. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones in here to that will apply to. I went so fast before I did. Okay, pioneering is in there still. I read them all so fast I didn't remember that I read which all ones I read. But yeah, so there is a lot of ones in here. Probably some of the ones that they could do on their own the first year or second scout camp. Sometimes we went to 2 camps in a year. We had enough boys that wanted to do it. They did their fundraisers. They raised the money to pay for 2 camps, and a couple of years we went to 2 camps. Hey, Prepper for the Ages, how you doing? But some of the other ones that they got on their own that they love to get on their own was swimming. Obviously, hey, what scout doesn't want to go get in the water? Archery, rifle, shotgun were some of the ones they wanted to do on their own right off the bat. For most other ones was wood carving, where they actually carve stuff, and there's some other ones. Interesting one. I remember the year that welding was added to it, because the first time it was added in the spring, as soon as they added it that year in the spring, they had there was a multi-council activity that was held in Contra Costa County, and it was huge. We're talking thousands of scouts showed up, and they had classes all over the place. For the 2 day, it was a 2-day thing, and that was the first year that welding came out, and they offered it there first. They beat the rest of the nation in offering it as a class, and basically they got the welding union there in Contra Costa County to host it. And my son was one of the first ones in it, as well as 2 of my other scouts as well. So yeah. So I'm going to be bragging on my son here a little bit, but yeah. All right. Woodworking. Woodworking is something, for prepping. You need to know how to build stuff. Pioneering too. Pioneering is building as well. Using lashes and ropes and stuff to build structures and stuff for that. The woodworking teaches you how to cut wood, lumbers, measure, make cabinets, make buildings, doors, whatever, all that stuff. Plumbing. Where's plumbing? Plumbing is another one that is important. I actually taught my scouts during our scout meetings plumbing, electricity, and woodworking. So those are some of the ones they picked up on their own, not going to scout camp, picked up with us, that most troops didn't cover right away. Metalworking, the Camp Wolfboro, which was our council's scout camp, actually had a wood forge a wood-fired forge up there, and they did all the metalworking up there as well. Yeah, my son, 2 years after he earned the welding merit badge, was saving his allowance money and doing extra work and stuff for money, bought himself his own welder. Yeah, because he got tired of borrowing Dad's welder. welding. There, all right. Welding. There's two different classifications. There is gas welding, which is your acetylene torch welding, and then there's your electric welding or arc welding. And then in arc welding, you have stick, and then you have wire feed, actually there's another one in there called TIG, and but TIG can be either stick or wire feed. But yeah, there's some fun stuff. Yeah, if I had the money, I'd have myself a nice, big, monstrous TIG welder that does everything. Yeah. The books now. So the handbook is what a scout does and records all their progress in it. The field guide is called now. Is the one covers has just about everything for most of for camping, climbing, wilderness, all that stuff is in the field guide, and even some of the stuff for environmental science is in the field guide. And it's about half again as thick as the scout handbook, and the field guide is basically is has a lot of current stuff updated in it, and it's one of the good manuals to get. I'm not sure if I'm going to hang on a second. Let me see if I can find something. See if I still have it here. Got to go in here. On Amazon, you can get some of the things. Where is it? Digital content library. Is that it? Books. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can find it here. Number 5 should be number 5. Is it there? Shoot. Did they pull it from my purchased stuff? I'm going to be so PO'd if they did. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah, they shifted stuff around on there. All right, so ready for this, folks? All right, the Scout you can get the Scout Handbook, first edition, 1911. You can get that one there. Robert Baden-Powell, actually, Sir Robert Baden-Powell, Scouting for Boys, original. You can pick that up on Amazon. The Scout Handbook, you can get that. Scout Mastership, Handbook for Scout Masters on the Theory of Scout Training by Robert Baden-Powell, Sir Robert Baden-Powell. That he is the founder of Scouts. His first book, the Boy Scout Handbook. Not that one. There was the other one. Scouting for Boys. That was the original book on scouting for boys. Yeah. So those are the ones. You can get these on there for your digital copies. The Scout Handbook you can get a hard copy for. And let me pull some other stuff up here so I show you other stuff on here. Okay. Scout. There is a ton of information here. Scout books. Actually, I'm going to do it this way here. Make sure I get it set some polls right. Okay, so Scouting Guide to Survival is a Boy Scouts of America publication. Scout Handbook, that's the original one. Bushcraft Essentials. Is that Scout? No, that's not Scout. That's just, they're just, trying to take it off. Boy Scout Handbook, the 14th edition. Official Boy Scout Handbook, a little bit older one. The one my son used right here. Number 3 there. Um, actually, no, that's the one. No, this is the one. My son started out with this one and went on to this one here, because the one he had here was an older one. He was borrowing an older one that his older brother had, and then he went to the one here that, but he didn't get the spiral bound one. That's got to be the one. I think that may have been the one I had. We got all the different years. Scout Handbook, the Trail to Eagle, and so you got all the cool different ones. This is the one I had right here, the 7th edition. That's the Scout book I had. Yes. And so, and this is the one my older brother had. And you can there are things that are in these older ones that they kind of dropped out of the new ones, like information about sewing. That's good to have. Webelos is the Cub Scout manual as well, and you can get all the different Cub Scout manuals as well too. So there's all if you can get I recommend getting some of these if you want to learn about the stuff. That one where the guy is walking. You have this one here, the 1964 one, Lee. Yeah. Yeah. My dad back in 64 was also a back then it wasn't called Ventures. It was called Exploring, the Explorer Scouts, and he was an advisor for the Explorer Scouts. And he it was funny as they made him the advisor for one of the advisors for the Explorer Scouts, because some of the other advisors would do all the the mind work with them and show them how to do stuff locally. My dad was the only one to take him on hikes. My dad cheated. My dad, in getting him to go on hikes and stuff, my dad was in the rodeo for 10 years, top 10 all around cowboy for 10 years. And then afterwards, when he stopped doing that, when he met my mom, and a year later, I was born, he did local training and stuff, taught people horseback horsemanship and how to do barrel racing, all that stuff. And so we had horses growing up, and so to get the explorers out doing their hikes and stuff they were supposed to be doing, he took his horse out and a pack horse, and still made the boys carry packs, because back then the packs were small. Can't believe, looking at my pack, my Boy Scout pack from when I first started Scouts is small. I mean, my grandkids' school backpacks are bigger than that thing. But so they had the big heavy canvas tents, and they put it on the pack horse and stuff, and all the Dutch oven and cast iron stuff put it on the pack horse, and he'd go out there and he'd take them up Mount Diablo and Mount Wanda, and take them around doing that stuff. Now, let's see where we're at. We're there. So all the stuff, there's as you can see, there is a lot of information here that Scouts have to learn. Most of the time at Scout camp, they make it fun making them learning it. And they had a thing called a rocker, which so the badges go on one pocket here, and then they had it going on the other pocket. Usually over here they would have something, a round thing put on there, and that round emblem was usually for the council thing. Oh, I got an extra 1351 patch stuck in my pocket here. Yeah, because I would keep some in my pocket whenever we get a new scout coming in. We would give them one. Hey, Dustin, how's it going? And so they had what's called rockers, and every time you go to camp, you get this little red and white, about that wide, curved, and so you could put several of them around the round patch. You know, and sometimes it'd be a council patch, sometimes it'd be a specific camp patch. Generally, if the kids did a camp patch, it was the first camp they went to. So it'd be like Wolfboro, Chawanakee, or one of the other ones. They would get that patch, sew it on their shirt pocket, and they just add rockers to it. Well, our council had a cool rocker called the marksman rocker. To get it, you had to earn your shotgun, your rifle, your archery. And you had to, not only you had to earn those, you had to excel at those while earning them. You had to shoot with the 22 rifle. You had to shoot 10 shots in a size of a quarter. You had to hit 5 arrows, and I think it was like a 4-inch pattern for the arrows. Shotgun, you had to shoot. I think you had to do 10 out of 10 skeet clays. Then we had something that most scout camps didn't have. We had knife throwing and tomahawk throwing, and so you had to do all 5 to get the marksman rocker. And that was a big thing in our troop, was to get the marksman rocker, because when we go to other camps from other than Wolfboro, our guys are going around, because every camp had a rocket that was specific to theirs. And we got the marksman. We got to do this. Oh, and throw tomahawks and throw knives. And they usually get everyone going ooh about it. All right. Let me go ahead. I got that there. What else was I going to show? Oh, to help you guys out, let me go over here. I'm going to bring something up here for you. Open up a new one. Boom. Hey, Sarah. Okay, so USSP. So it's a U, 3 S's and a P. And it's not the United States program. That's, no, it's not that. So you hit that. Second one down, U.S. Scouting Service Project. This is your best resource scout. Oh, hang on one second. If you have grandkids that are of scout age, I would recommend volunteering as an adult leader, learning this stuff so you can help your grandsons or granddaughters, because it's co-ed now, help their either pack, which is the Cub Scouts, or their troop, which is the Boy Scouts. And then besides Boy Scouts is 10.5 if they have the Arrow of Light, or 11 otherwise to their 18th birthday. Varsity Scouts is let me get age right. 12, 14 is 14 to 18. There's only 4 years you can be in a varsity scout, and it's called a team. Venture Scouts is 14 to 21, and it's always been co-ed. And so, like I said, I got my Venture Scout uniform here. There you go, Venture Scouts. And this is National Youth Leadership Staff neckerchief, because the reason I have that on there is because I was a council representative to the NYLT course for the Venture Scouts. I mean, for the Ventures, yeah. And the Venture Scouts are called a crew. All right, but here you can go through it, and it's got everything, and they got quick links down here. List camps, camporees, and other fun things here if they do. You click on the one here, it says merit badges down the side here. Now, everything down here is going to change. So there's your Cub Scouting, Venture. Oh, Sea Scouts is another thing they have, which is basically similar to Venture Scouts, but it's only on the water. But if I click merit badges, and it's thinking, boom. And it goes to qualification for merit badge counselors, et cetera, and it lists the required merit badges, and then it lists all the other merit badges there. And what's neat about it is, say you want to do camping. So you click on camping, boom, there's the camping, what's called a pamphlet. It's a little book. And you can buy those you can buy them online, or you can buy them at the scout shop, or you can find a lot of councils are scanning them in the PDF and putting them up on Google Docs so you can look there. But then this is all the requirements to do camping. Oh, that's all the things you got to do and everything else. And then down here they have it. You can download a Word doc or a PDF doc. The Word doc I like using better because you can actually work it. Hey Teresa, how's it going? Okay. So the Word format here is what we print it off and as a Word doc. We email it to the scouts or to their parents, and then they can print it off and they can work on it there and fill it in because it has questions to answer and stuff you got to do. So let's see if I can get this to work right here. Insecure download. I hate it when the thing gets on this computer and says, "Oh, we can't securely download it because it's open formatting." See if I can do it to make it keep it here. There we go. Done. Show in folder. Open. Okay. Enable editing. Boom. So certain parts of it are editable online, but you print out and fill out. So you got to fill out, explain to your counselor what the most likely hazards for you encountering while participating in camping activities and what you should do to anticipate, help prevent, mitigate, and respond to these hazards. And you go through and you just, you go through all the different things, how you deal with hypothermia, frostbite, heat reaction, dehydration, altitude sickness, insect stings, tick bites, snake bites, blisters, hyperventilation. Talk about the leave no trace principles, explain it, and the outdoor code. Compass, find your topographical map using one of the following: compass, GPS receiver, smartphone with GPS app. They added those last two since I was doing this. So that's 2000. So in the last 7 years, they've added those two. But you got this is all the things a scout has to do to earn the camping merit badge. And so, yeah, I said, let me just go. So you just go fast. Look at all this information. So a scout learns a lot of information, and they got to be able to recite it back. So, yeah. All right, let me go ahead and drop that down. Boom. Drop that down. Okay. Now, go ahead and close that down for a second, and that down. I'm going to bring something up here for you on it here. If I can get it to work right here. Oh, okay. So I'm going to introduce you to my son, my youngest son. All right, let's go here. So this is Matthew. His first court of honor, where he was receiving his he received his first rank of tenderfoot here, and he also received a couple of merit badges too. All right, and so that was his first Scoutmaster for Troop 288, which is interesting. If you notice that the numbering on this video is number 288. Are you smarter than Boy Scout? And 288 was our troop number for our church. and it was actually the same troop number I had in the same church when I was a little boy. And there is the staff sergeant, and they got pins and stuff for for every rank they make. They get a pin on their on the little necklace type ribbon thing there, and he's pinning it on for her. There he is earning one of his merit badges, pottery. There is his older brother, Alexander, doing wood carving. And so there's Matthew working on pottery. This is Matthew Camp Wolfboro earning his wilderness survival. And he had to build a shelter. And this was right next to our campsite. There's a specific campsite we get every year, way out in the back, away from everybody. And he found all these pieces of logs and stuff all around, just laying around, and he gathered all the supplies up to make a waterproof shelter. And they came over there and they threw buckets and buckets of water on there trying to make it leak, because they tried to make it leak the first time just to make it do it. But he had so much, seeing his older brother going through it and everybody else going through it, he built it super tough. And so there it is, a little bit closer. There he is. And so climbing on doing it. There he is inside the shelter. You had to spend the night in there. So there he is inside of it. And so he was 12 at the time. And he actually went to NYLT as a 12-year-old. The course director, you're supposed to be 13 to go into NYLT. The course director was his substitute math teacher at school, and he was there. Took most of the year to teach, in there, because the math teacher was having problems, and so he brought him into NYLT. And at the end of the NYLT course, gave him a staff T-shirt. So that's what he's wearing there. And he's taking a picture of me outside. So, yeah, some pictures on it. One of the snow trips we did with the church youth. There he is. This is at his first. This is not the first. This is the second NYLT course. The first one, he was a participant. This one, he is being made a instructor at the NYLT course. And so he's getting his NYLT neckerchief, and that's the course director and the assistant course director there. And I'm taking the picture. I'm the other assistant course director. There's one of the other assistant course directors too. All right, so that's those are the pictures I had from him there. Those are just some of the pictures I had for Matthew. Now, so Matthew, at the age of 13, needed 3 merit badges to be an Eagle Scout. Only 3, and his Scout project, his Eagle Scout project. He only needed 3 at the age of 13. Literally, on his 13th birthday, he only needed 3 more. So, what does he go and do? He stops working on merit badges. He does NYLT. He works up at Scout Camp as a youth instructor. The next year he turns 14. He joins a varsity team and a venture crew. So he has Scouts on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday every week. Troop, team, crew. While on the crew, he does whitewater rafting. He does kayaking. He goes to Philmont Scout Ranch in New Mexico, where they did cavalcade, rode horses for 10 days. So they pack everything on their horse. They have to have all their food on the horse, everything. They ride for the day, set up camp, break camp, clean everything up, ride for a day, and they ride around the outside perimeter of Philmont Ranch. he earned in varsity scouts. The highest is not Eagle Scout; it's the Denali Award. He earned the Denali Award on his 16th birthday. He earned the Summit, and I'm trying to remember the other award for varsity scouts. Silver Award and Summit Award for Venture Scouts. And so go ahead and drop that down. Bring this other one up, back up here, and get that ready to go. There we go. And yeah, this is the hat our council went to. This is the Scoutmaster hat our council went to, because we had so many that were doing horsemanship as well, and the scouts are doing it. Yeah, Philmont was absolutely yeah. Oh, you had the new food, Mountain House. Philmont was absolutely fabulous. We I couldn't go the one year. I was going to go as a venture crew advisor for another group that was going, and then there was problems at Homeland Security. I had to stay, and there were I couldn't go, and so someone else got bought my spot and took it. So all right, yeah. Now I'm gonna bring up Matthew. Okay, so Matthew earned the got his Eagle on his 16th birthday as well. The Denali Award on his 16th birthday. The Silver and the Summit Awards for Venture Scouts on his by his 18th birthday. Of course, in Ventures, he could have stayed to 21. I think he did a little bit longer than that, but as far as he went to like the 19, I think he did on it. All right, so let me jump over here. Back over here. Boom. Okay, so wait a minute. Did that go to the right spot? That did not go to the right spot. Dang it. There it goes. Okay. All right, so this is his Eagle Court of Honor. Every one of those little round discs on his sash there is a merit badge. So you got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And then you had some on the back too. 35 merit badges. You only need 21 to be a, hey Mark, how's it going? You only need 21 to be an Eagle Scout. And he had 35 at this point, and he earned more afterwards. That's his varsity coach or Scoutmaster, we call them coaches. He was doing that because I couldn't be his be there doing it because I was in it, the program, under a different part here. So the two giants there next to him, Nick and Max, size shoe 16 at this time. The next year he did this for them. Basically, they took off his NYLT neckerchief, which I'm holding there, his staff neckerchief, and they replaced it with the Eagle neckerchief. And this here is the staff sergeant here next to me. So the neckerchief. I'm putting on his. He got a little pin for that goes on his uniform that he can also wear on a business suit that says he's an Eagle Scout. Now, the person standing off in the back over here on the right in the dark green shirt that matches this shirt here, that is a friend of his from one of the other venture crews he was involved in. She earned all of the stuff for venturing: the Summit, the Silver, the the Kodiak and several other things as well. So, anyways, and so she was there to support him, and he went to hers to support her. All right, so he's putting a pin on the staff sergeant that says Scout Mom. And then he puts mine on me, and let me see if I can, hang on, let me switch this around here. I'm going to see if I can, here it is. If I can get, yeah. So it says, Eagle Scout Dad. And so this is his 16th birthday, folks. His 16th birthday. And then he's getting his actual Eagle patch, rank patch, pinned on, and then he later sewed it on. And so yeah, so those are the patches. So Scout, Tenderfoot, Second Class, First Class, Star, Life, and Eagle. And actually, let me go back to that. Let me look in here back to see if it showed the back side of it. I thought I picked out one of the pictures. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah. So he has all these other patches going, Cavalcade, other ones, and then he had more down near the bottom. He had more merit badges on the back. And then later on, what you can do is once you have your 21 merit badges, for every 5 merit badges you earn after that, you get what's called an Eagle Palm. All right. Matthew had 7 Eagle Palms. So that's 35 merit badges above the 21 merit badges. I am proud of my Eagle Scout. And sometimes I'm ticked at him because sometimes he's smarter than I am. So anyways, get as an adult, I highly recommend you get involved with scouting as a assistant scoutmaster, or for Cub Scouts as a den leader. It's an amazing experience. You learn so much about scouting and information, and you learn so much about yourself doing this, working with the kids. And yeah. And so yeah. Actually, did I have that picture in there? Hang on here. I'm gonna go back here. Did I bring up the camp one or not? No, I didn't. Dang it. All right. One of the pictures I was going to show you guys at one of the camps actually showed my assistant scoutmaster, Carlotta Juliana. Carlotta. All right, Juliana was her son, Canary. So Carlotta Canary, and she took over as scoutmaster, and I got one of her boys through NYLT. The next son went through after I had left the troop and came up here to Idaho. My wife is still the committee chair for it, and the youngest one now is either a star or he's working. He's a life. Yeah, he's the life scout working on his Eagle. So, but there's so much stuff to be in a scoutmaster. I've volunteered a little bit up here, but I'm just so busy trying to get the property together here. But the local troop up here for a little bit, and so, but yeah, so yeah, it's an amazing thing. As soon as my grandsons get old enough and going into scouts, Grandpa's going to be involved again. So, All right, everyone. So are you smarter than a Boy Scout? If you're not, get to be smarter than a Boy Scout. Become a Scout leader. And so one of the things I forgot to mention. So NYLT is the National Youth Leadership Training. It is based off of Wood Badge, which is the adult leader training that Baden Powell created back at Gilwell Field in England. Wood Badge is what adult leaders go through to become premier adult leaders. And when you go through it, you get the this neckerchief with the, it's going to probably speculate it. It has the patch from the Gilwell tartan on it, and and then you get I forget what it's called now. Basically, you get it with, it has two things on it, and this, you can wear this. You wear this at any time you're in a Scout uniform. You don't have to wear the Wood Badge neckerchief, but most people do. Some people wear their troop neckerchiefs, except when they go to Scout camp. Then they wear the Wood Badge neckerchief, but they always wear this. The third one I have on here is from being course director or an assistant course director on for NYLT. If I was going to do course director, but I retired and moved up here. If I'd done course director, I would have had a fourth one on there. And you learn so much about SMART goals, team building, and stuff like that. It's a great thing to do, folks. So if you have a chance, get involved in scouting. All right. So as always, before I do that, coming up Monday on Camp Patton Family Compound, I'm going to have Tammy and Chef Tech or Mad Chick Acres in there. We're going to be doing canning vegetables on Monday. That's at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Tactical Tuesday at 10 o'clock Eastern Time is a topic suggested by Rachel Knight. Fleas, ticks, and lice. Thursday night, 10 o'clock is the Midnight Ride, because it's midnight down in Rio de Janeiro and we're going to party. Friday, Camp Patton Family Compound, additives to spices. We're going to talk about different spice brands and stuff that have additives in there that we don't want in our spices. Then next Saturday, I'm probably going to go ahead and do with the price shock. Is prepping worth it? Sticker shock on what things cost. And if this was suggested by a couple of different channels, all within the same week. They both, three of them talked about it, and they sent me emails showing prices of stuff they bought and what they're doing now, and with their suggestions. So speaking of which, if you have any suggestions for topics either on Gray Man Prepping or Camp Patton Family Compound, send it to the Camp Patton Family Compound email. And there it is right there. Camp Patton Family Compound at gmail.com. And that way I can get more topics in here. So we're going to be talking about sticker price next Saturday. Sticker price shock. Yeah. All right. So stay happy no matter what life throws at you. Stay safe. Don't go out and do anything foolish. Keep adding to your preps. Water, food, medicine, clothing. Learn a new skill. There's 100 and some odd skills from Boy Scouts that you can learn. And try to do an indoor garden practice this year. Next year, for 2025, I'm going to be hosting the Indoor Garden Challenge starting on January 1st, running through December 31st. And we're going to see who can grow the most food, edible food, and indoors. When I say edible, I mean for people. You can grow stuff you give to your rabbits, but then you're growing rabbits indoors too. So, yeah. But there's going to be a $50 Amazon gift card for the winner for the Indoor Garden Challenge next year. All right, everyone. See you around.